Welcome to Craft Roulette. Come on in. Come on. Let's get comfy. Let's just sit back, relax, and have some chat time about some cards, shall we? I would love to know what's going on in your world. I see a whole bunch of people here to cheer Caitlyn on. I think that is just lovely. And you're in a good chatterbox. These people will take good care of you, won't you, chatterbox? They are the best. This is Craft Roulette, episode 245. I am Mary Gunn of Mary Gunn Fun, your intrepid host of Craft Roulette. And I will be here all night. I cackle. There it starts. I talk a lot. I cackle a lot. But I don't mean to do anybody harm. So I just like to fold paper, put some stamps on it, spin wheels, stuff like that. And we would be so happy to have you join us and do those things. Same things, including cackle if you feel like it. Just cackle along with Mary. If you were enjoying those cards before the show, those are the contributions from last week. We had 361 amazing cards using the same 4 parameters. As you may have noticed, none of them were the same. And even though they were all based on the same 4 parameters, each week we just say, hold my root beer, I am going to do something unique and fabulous for the gallery. And you do it each time. We also have 3 videos, and I want to remind everybody that we have a new show coming. It's actually our 4th show, and it is called the Community Showcase. It will be live on January 4th, which is a Saturday afternoon, showcasing some of the people who have made Craft Roulette process videos. And they will be joining us for an afternoon of new spins that we will get the night before and see what they're up to. We're going to put them kind of on the spot, and they're just really brave to join us. And I don't have their name listed, and I think I can do it. Let me think. We've got Sarah Liz Staroska as my co-host. We have Carmen Broxma. We have Jay Thomas. We have Sue Small-Kreider. And we have Vicky Ruda. I did it. That's it. I'm always so worried. It's the last one that I go, See, the dementia hasn't set in too badly. I can never remember all 4 parameters. That's what makes me so nervous to do things like that. It's that last one. Anyway, that's okay. I don't have any housekeeping. I don't think. Do you have anything, Mr. Producer? Why don't we pull back the curtain on Mr. Producer and say hi to his hand? There it is. He is the man behind all the tech, all the graphics, all the website, all the spectacularness of this show. We thank him very much. I do want to say, hope you're feeling better, Christina Brome. It's rotten to be sick. And Bill Phillips from Tracy and Bill, our friends Tracy and Bill, is going to have a little cardiac procedure done. I don't know how big a cardiac procedure. Personally, I think any cardiac procedure is kind of big. But he's having something done on Monday. Please keep him in your thoughts and prayers. That would be great. I'm looking forward to good news. So Bill will be back and making us all laugh and feel very, very special. Well done. If you haven't given us a Vinny, which is a thumbs up, we would appreciate that. Subscribe and join us for every week because we are here every Friday. After all, this is Craft Roulette, the ultimate original card-making game show challenge. And we are here live every Friday night, leaving a seat for you because it's more fun with friends. We have spin sponsors this month. I'm already getting hot. I thought for sure I'd be cold all night, but it's not true. We are a spin sponsor this month. We are giving away a $35 gift certificate each week this month. And the gal got a new Craft Roulette Creative Companion last week. And Biddy Penny Crafts is giving away a $25 gift certificate as well. Plus our original giveaway, a CROG, a Craft Roulette original giveaway, a handmade card with a nitty-bitty gift, and a goodie bag going somewhere in the United States. It's always fun to win some of those wonderful prizes. All you have to do is play. And when you play, you get we're going to get some new spins pretty soon. We're going to know what we're going to make with, and we're going to do it. And you guys can play along because this is a challenge. And it's more fun with you. Anything else? Oh, we are not sponsored. I think Mr. Producer's got my little moving guide there. We are not sponsored by any corporation. We are sponsored by the generous financial gifts of our membership. And there's more information on craftroulette.live that you can learn more about that. After this show, by the way, we have a silver and up uh, after party Zoom call. So if you are a silver and up or want to change to be a silver and up, you can join us. And then tomorrow at noon Central Time, we have an all members call. It's a 100 seat limit, so come in and join us and have some fun. I'd love to meet some new members. We don't get these very often, so it's always kind of fun to meet some of the new people that I have not met. So come on over, bring your favorite Christmas cookie, and share a little time with us. I would really appreciate meeting you. Mr. Mike, it's all ready for Christmas. He's got his little jumper on for Marianne Hill. He's got 3 Christmas jumpers from the UK. He is a special entity in our lives. We also have a little store, craftroulette.shop, and there's also some merchandise available on craftroulette.live. You can find it all over there, including our stamp sets, dies, and our creative companion. I'll be showing you more about that later in the show when I get mine ready, when we get the parameters. That's enough for me. I'm ready to give the stage over to that happy hallway crafter, Caitlyn Anthony. Welcome again. She's a 5-time spinner.
I'm so happy to be here.
Oh, we're glad to have you. You haven't been here since November 23rd, which was Black Friday. I mean, 24th
Black
on
Friday
the
last year.
Yeah, because that's your favorite color, so we had you on. Now, this time it's Friday the 13th. Do you have any feelings about that?
I feel great about it. I'm not superstitious for that at all. And today is, in fact, Taylor Swift, my hero's birthday. So it seems very fitting. A little Halloween and a little, spooky. And then Taylor and Christmas. So it's like perfect.
Well, there you go. She is, if you didn't know, she has been setting up house here in Kansas City.
I saw, and she was like at the Kansas City Children's Hospital yesterday. Mm-hmm. She's going to make some Kansas City waves.
Yeah, it's neat. It's neat. The local team is well supported by the fans. Of course, they've won big time in the last few years, but they give back a lot to the community too. So it's pretty good. And to have do you need to tell somebody something?
No,
go ahead.
She can figure it out.
Okay.
She's good.
All right. Okay. And anyway, they give a lot back to the community, and it's a nice thing to see. So, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself, or do you want me to? Seriously, I mean, we're family friendly here. We understand.
I'm good. My name's Caitlyn. I live in Delaware. I have 2 beautiful daughters and a loving husband, who are 1.5 of them are down here, and a cute little dog who's staring me in the face.
You are very popular. You're like the goddess of the house, aren't you?
Roulette. Yeah.
Wonderful.
But so I am Caitlyn Annalee Cards online. I'm also one of the faces of Pink and Main's lives. I've been card making. I pulled some numbers. I've been technically card making and stamping since September of 2018. So that's pretty exciting.
That's so recent.
Yeah.
So recent.
But I love coloring. I love ink blending, and I love a scene card, and I love shakers. Mm-hmm. Those are my top 4 things.
And you got to do all of those things on the last show.
I'm not good at clean and simple. That's not my vibe. I wish I could.
But you never have a lot of patterns and everything all together. You have.
Yeah, I guess that's
but your
true.
scenes.
Yeah, I can't mixed media either.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't do all the things either. Yeah, I'm somewhere in the middle.
But that's okay. You do it very well. And I think that's something that we've discovered on Craft Roulette, that our guests don't know everything. They just know something really well. And they stick to it, and then people go, "Oh, I want to learn that from you," and they get a great teacher out of it. So, we can.
I love
only
to dabble.
Us.
I just don't post some of those dabbles.
Yeah. Do you sketch or anything?
No.
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 Maybe in 2025. In your spare time, as you say.
Yeah, in all my spare time, I'll learn sketching.
30-second sketches.
Yeah.
Yeah. It could be a new channel. 30-second sketches. Just like you have time for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I can't have any more channels or platforms to be on.
No. Well, you haven't been on for over a year, and did you have a question for me?
I did. I think I actually need a reminder.
Okay.
What is craft roulette?
That's the exact question I was looking for. She doesn't miss a beat, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, crafters and craftettes. Chatterbox, it's so nice to see you here, Mr. Producer. He's got all the buttons. Caitlyn, we can just sit back and get ready to craft after we find out what is craft roulette. Thank you for being here.
Did somebody ask what craft roulette is?
In a nutshell, Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel, and everyone is invited to play along. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. The wheel has 24 spots to land on, but the spot it lands on might not always be a parameter. It could be a special, like guest's choice, a vetoed parameter, or other fun surprises. When you add the infinite creativity of our community and try and calculate the possible options, square the fun, carry the glitter, divide by the imagination, you end up with a near limitless amount of possible projects. Whoa. We invite a special guest on each week to share their unique spin on our challenge. If you'd like to participate, you don't have to create live with us. You can sit back and enjoy the show. Once the episode airs, you have around 50 hours to finish your own project using the same 4 parameters from this episode and submit, so don't delay too long. After your project is ready, take a photo and head over to our website. Use the Submit Contribution form to officially contribute. The form is open to the public and no membership is required. Everyone who contributes will be featured on our website, included in the next episode slideshow, and automatically entered into the next giveaway. When you visit www.craftroulette.live, you'll find all of our past episodes along with their contribution gallery, the current wheel parameters, info on how to participate, a calendar of upcoming guests, links to our spin sponsors, contact and prize claim forms, our shop, and a huge membership platform. But more on that later. And that's Craft Roulette. If you like what we do, please subscribe, like the video, and share it with your crafty friends who might enjoy it too. Everyone is invited to join in the fun. We like to celebrate around here, so before we spin for this week's set of parameters, we're going to look back at last week one last time and highlight some of our community's achievements. And now, back to the show.
Yep, that's what we do almost every Friday night. And this year we will, Lord willing, the creek don't rise, we will have done all 52 weeks. Because we're not taking Christmas week off. We will be here and we will talk more about that, but not more about that later in the show when we announce who's coming up on the show. But Mary Claus is going to be here with Mary Gary. You're not going to want to miss it. I may want to miss it, but you aren't going to want to miss it. This is a map of everybody that sent in cards last week. We had 361 contributions, so we are now up to 47,411 total contributions since we started in 2020. Look at you guys all over the world. Thank you for joining us. That is my card. We had a joy fold card, bold and quiet color palette. Family was our element, and we had to have ribbon somehow or other. That was my card. Those are the super glue guys, and I did a basic joy fold card. It was really fun. I don't know where it is, but I will find it sometime. I told Caitlyn that the super glue guys just flew off somewhere with it. We did have Christine Bertram on, the Purple Princess from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, and she made a really classic, beautiful card. She's always a lot of fun to have on. And Kamada was saying she just brings a lot of joy to a joyful card week. So, and she got ribbon. She puts ribbon on every card. She was in hog heaven when she figured out how to get that family in there. Thank you, Christine, for joining us for... Well, you have been on many times, and we look forward to seeing you in 2025. Now, let's bring back Miss Caitlyn to celebrate our Parade of Achievers. This week, we don't have any new mug clubbers. We have 3 first-timers. We've always got some major milestone achievers to say who hooray for, and those are the folks that have sent in 25, 50, 75, and so on for cards, and our leading ladies, plus Club 52. So, are you ready to say hi to some nice people? I need to say their name and where they're from, and then you have about this much time to say something.
Okay.
All right? Okay, here we go. Welcome, first-timers. It's a big deal. Don't be afraid. If you've never sent in a card, this could be your first time this week. Creative Chaos from Minnesota. Nicely done. Marion from Florida. Well, you did a cute Santa or snowman the other day.
Thank you.
Jacqueline C., Chicago.
Very nice.
I like that silver round thing. Major milestone achievers this week. Way to go goes to 25, Missy Sterrett King, Ohio.
Oh, I like
That's
that.
classic. Mm-hmm. Adelheid Seeger, Germany. She's here.
That's
Congratulations. Deborah Capps, Tennessee. That's very classy.
fun. Aw.
Joanne Brown, 75 cards from Wolverhampton. Wow. Got a little gem on it. Heather
Yeah.
Goodspeed, Team Teal, Michigan, 75.
Well, that opens fun.
Mm-hmm. Grandma Pam, Team Teal, Michigan, 75. That's an ornament. That was so pretty, Mary Copperstad. This is her 75th from Washington. And Erin Copperstad, Washington, 75.
Aw.
Very pretty cards. Deb Shaw from Ontario. Very
That's
lovely.
pretty.
Mm-hmm. Linda Gorman, congratulations on your 175th card. She's in Ohio.
Wow. That's a lot
Bonnie
of cards.
Swakowitz has crossed the 2 Mug Club line. She has sent in 200 cards. Well done, Bonnie Swakowitz. Woo! And they're all gorgeous. Congratulations to you all. Our leading ladies this week starts with Smurf Murphy with a 205th card. Jackie Jackpot Muller, 206 cards. Kathy Herring, 209 cards. They're all kind of bundled up there with very close to each other. 5K
Yeah,
now,
that's-
6K Lamone, 212 cards. Ellen Card Monkey Jarvis jumps up to 222 cards week after week. She's not missed since she started. And Patty Beck, our leading lady, has sent in 240 cards. Hubba. It's amazing. Welcome to Club 52. I think there's some congratulations in here. Suzanne H., Pennsylvania. And Pam Graham made a card to congratulate herself with Club 52. Well done. I love that so much. The Kamado effect is what we call it. Congratulations to our achievers this week. You can always be on that list. Just send in a card and never stop. Just keep after it. It's so cool. And I think the now that it's similar to having a YouTube channel and a consistent way to keep card making, their skills go up. And I mean, if you make a card once every year, you're probably not going to improve a lot. You may actually just fall backwards a little bit, but they do it every week, so they actually have seen themselves get better and make it and get easier. Maybe not easier, but better. Yeah.
Yeah,
So.
that's a lot of cards.
It is a lot of cards. We're getting dangerously close to 50,000 total cards.
Wow.
That's over 4 miles of cards if you lay them down side by side.
Well, are you assuming they're A2?
Assuming they are A2, and they are not all A2. And I can't remember, our statistician may be here, I'm not sure, Gloria Davis, if it's the 5.5 by 5.5 by or is it 4 1/4, 4 1/4, 4? I'm not sure. But over 4 miles of cards, either way, is a lot of cards. Yeah, we should.
That's a lot.
I don't walk nearly as close every day as close as that is. Well, I have more cards in our gallery than I do steps in my life. Just saying. Anyway, that kind of closes out last week. You guys did great. It's a beautiful gallery over on craftroulette.live. If you want to know what a joy fold is or how to stretch a joy fold into something a little bit more joyful than fold, do check out those 300 plus cards. It's a wonderful, wonderful gallery. Well done, you guys. To each of you. Well, that means it's time to close that door and open a new one for the parameters this week. Here they come. Those are the parameters we will be spinning for this week. But first, we give our members a chance to veto one of those parameters off the column each week. So this week's parameter project that the members did not want is it going to be card for someone special, slimline card, A9, or card for a student? It's going to be card for a student. It's out. That means you can still make a card for a student if you want, because we don't have a parameter that says no card for a student. So if you want to make that, you can, but it means the wheel can't make us make cards for students. Now, I will tell you that A9 is a big one. It's like 12 by 12 folded in half. And there were a couple comments on them. There were definitely, I was feeling a bit of a pro A9 and an anti A9 vibe in the comments that people were making. Tamara Andrews said, hey, let's just do it. I'm not afraid. Let's just do it.
Band-Aid off.
And yes, kind of. And Carol
Huge
Burns
Band-Aid
said,
off.
no, never. Get it. I don't ever want to make an A9.
Leave the Band-Aid on.
So we'll see. We'll leave it on there until we get it. So it may be 5 more years from now, but it's going to be there. For colors, what did the members vote off? Sunrise, floral, wreath, nostalgic, or modern? They said no thank you to modern. But nostalgic, opposite of modern, was right next to it. I think we have different personalities in our membership, don't you? Okay, that means we don't have to do modern. For element, what did they vote off this week? December, drinking vessels, sleeping, sleeping, holiday floral. They do not want sleeping.
I do really appreciate how you put that parameter in there with the double parenthetical suffix. That is fantastic. Good job.
Thank you. I like to add more than one comma at a time, too, for more emphasis. It's kind of grammar by Mary.
Oh, I see another one on the next one.
For random. Mary's grammar. Metallic or foil, buttons, post-it or branches or branching. They said no thank you to post-its. So, okay. We don't have to use post-its this week, but you can use post-its. Now, Miss Caitlyn, what are you thinking on vetoes? Are you going to veto?
I was going to not veto because in the past I've vetoed some and then sometimes I've just gone for it. But I thought it would be fun. I put a poll in my stories on Instagram and collectively we have decided to veto footwear.
Okay, footwear is in element. I am looking for you footwear. It's number 5. There it is. And it is off. And maybe the Chatterbox thought that was a good idea. Maybe you voted in that. Yeah. No Santa boots today.
We'll allow it.
No.
That's okay. For your chips, if we spin on guest choice, what would you like?
So for my project, it would be number 7, card for someone special.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's pretty open.
Mm-hmm.
For colors, I was going holiday 15 because any holiday would count for holiday. So that's very open as well. And then for element, it was in or under the tree, number 14.
Thanks for having those
And
numbers.
right? And to tie in with that, random branches, branching 12. I thought
Well,
that
good thing.
those all together make a very cute card idea in my head.
I can see that. And see, now you weren't afraid of branches, branching.
Oh yeah, I love drawing close-ups of Christmas trees. That's one of my favorite scenes to do. So I'm pro branches, branching, branched.
It's really hard to remember how to say that, though. Branching. It sounds like something Dr. Seuss could do something with, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I hope you get that. I think we could have a beautiful gallery with those combinations. Yeah.
We'll see.
So
we'll see
what
happens.
Mr. Wheel thinks. We're gonna give him a warm up first. And then for project will we get card for someone special? If we land on 23, card for a student, we will roll again. But it didn't happen. Tri-panel card. These are very popular this year. Tri-panel card it is. For colors, we had Joyfold last week. Don't be afraid of these things. We're going to talk about them. North or South Pole. We're going to talk about these things. For element. Oh, you could do a big scene. 13. Holiday floral. That's pretty close to a tree, kind of. Botanical. For random. What will we get for random? 23. Well, clear down at the bottom. Snowflakes. Oh, fun.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. You know, the wheel always gives us one that's pretty easy. But there's usually a couple that we need to really talk about. First, I give my speech. And my speech is, this is all projects are doable. All parameters are doable. This is a challenge, and we really do want you to be a part of it. You can, but keep these things in mind. This is going to be your art project. This isn't a show that we do teaching. You may pick up some ideas, but we're not set out to actually show you a project that we've already made and show you how. We're more about artistic expression, saying, hey, these are the 4 parameters. What are you going to do with them? And then you go, well, I think I want to do classic or simple kind of cards, which you can. Or I want to do very interactive and complicated cards, which you can. And anywhere in between. We're good with that. It's whatever your style is and whatever you have time to do and whatever you feel like doing. You can take each one of those parameters and say, make it real literal. And go HEY Google. What are some holiday floral colors? And HEY Google may give you some palettes that you can work with. Or maybe you've already got a vision in your mind of what holiday floral colors are going to be, and you can use those as well. Or it can be very abstractly interpreted. We have a place when you upload your card to describe what you have decided. So sometimes it's very helpful for us who are looking at the cards going, I don't see it. I just don't quite get it. To have that description for us people that can't quite jump in your brain. We accept cards from all level of card makers, all ages of card makers. We have wee ones that join us, and then we have some of the most seasoned, marvelous card makers you've ever met join us as well. We love meeting you all. All 4 parameters need to be included. They don't have to be the focal point, but they need to be included. The card needs to be family friendly, so when I look at it, I do not blush, and it needs to be handcrafted. 1 per person, please. Okay. With that time that I just gave you, what are you thinking about these parameters, Miss Caitlyn?
The thing that threw me off the most, I think, was North or South Pole. But as someone I saw in the comments real quickly, somebody had pointed out North Pole equals Santa's workshop, right? Like that's where Santa lives. And that made me think of that Tim Allen movie, Santa Claus. And the North Pole is like a candy cane stripe pole that like rises out of the snow. So I think I'm going to go like a classic red and white and call that North Pole colors. And that makes everything else for me kind of fall in place. Poinsettias and snowflakes, all the red and white. I think it's going to be pretty good.
I think that'll be real pretty. And
Yeah,
the
I feel
South
good.
Pole is known for penguins.
Yeah,
So
penguins.
penguins are very popular. And
You
people
just
can
want me to do
stamp
a black
them
and
or-
white card.
I'm not
I
against it,
see you.
but I know you could do it. But no, you do what you want to do. Yeah, I know you'll do a beautiful job.
And our parameter categories are much more. You started doing the show when they were very like the colors were exclusive.
Yes.
We are
Locked
now
in.
It was like red, yellow, purple, and that
exclusively
was it. Those were your
that
colors.
color set. And now we changed. It was the odd person or odd category out, and so now it is all of our categories are inclusive. So as long as you
I love
include
it.
the category, you're good to go.
Yeah,
So
I love
like
it.
blue glaciers.
Yeah.
It would work. Santa's Workshop, of course, has to be a log cabin color and have all sorts of toy colors and warm fires and all those things. But you can find whatever color you want in the North and South Pole. But in the South Pole, you're going to have to go into a science station to find a lot of colors. Otherwise, it's pretty white. But there's different whites as well. So, okay.
I
go
just
ahead.
want to break in really fast.
You bet.
I saw one or two comments. Tri-panel card, I assume that you'll just briefly cover that when we come back.
Yeah, I was going to go back to it right now.
Oh, you want to? You want
Yeah,
to go
let's-
down to paper?
I was going to make a...
Oh, a sample. Okay.
Yeah. Tri-panel card, however, has different meanings for different people. It's real popular right now. Like Scrappy Tales has some great tri-panel cards going on with different scenes. But what is a tri-panel? It could be vertically, like a tri-panel that's from the front to the back, 3 panels. And so it could be like a box card that has the pop-up kind of stuff, or it could be 1, 2, 3 and folded in on itself, or it could be, I suppose, even like a Z fold that could be tri-panel because it has 1, 2, 3.
I have a hypothetical question. I call the layers that I put on my card panels, right? Like I like the matte
mats.
layers, right? So like my scene and then another panel and a panel. So if there's 3 of those, is that a tri-panel?
Do you think it is?
I think it would be.
You just made off so many friends. If you have not, added your subscription to her channel, drop down right now in the description and go over and give her a thumbs up and subscribe because she just made your life so easy. You just made so many friends.
Right?
Yeah.
Or like 3 small panels
Exactly.
on one card stacked.
Mm-hmm. Or
Yeah.
just 3 little panels on a regular size card where they, Merry Christmas, you. You could do all sorts of things. So it doesn't
See,
have to be
that's what
hard and
happens
scary.
on your 5th one. You start to figure out the loopholes to these.
We are a loophole family here.
Santa Claus. That's the legal side of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that would work. That would work. So tri-panel isn't scary. It isn't scary at all.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
We just have to wiggle around it enough until it works. Holiday floral. Are you gonna do red and white? So are you going to do poinsettias?
Yeah, I have some cool die cut florals that I've done a bunch of times, so I know like how they stack, and they're not poinsettias, but I can make them look close enough that I think they'll read holiday floral pretty quick.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm going to have to find some little penguin, and I think I'm going to have him holding a flower.
Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah, just draw one. We'll see what we can come up with. But it could be a bouquet. It could be a bouquet with a candle in it is always pretty. You could have a mantle with some flowers on it. Centerpiece. Holiday jewelry might be floral. So if you wanted to make it look like a necklace or something, you could do something a little more abstract than just holiday floral. Poinsettias are beautiful. And I know there's a lot of die cuts and stencils out there. So we could have a veritable flower shop in the gallery this week. Snowflakes, perfect background for this kind of feel. So they can be stenciled, they could be stamped, they could be paste, they could be a background, they could be the focal point. I don't know how you work in a flower with that, but or you could make some, maybe there's even some snowflakes that you could make look like a flower.
I think I have a embossing folder. I think I'm going to go for some tone-on-tone texture in the back.
Robin in the chat just said the holiday doesn't have to be Christmas.
This is true. Well done. It doesn't say.
Yeah.
It kind of lends itself with
4th
the
of
North
July,
and South
floral it up.
That's right. Bring on the
Halloween
poppies.
Pumpkin bouquet.
Yeah. Absolutely good. Thanks for reminding us of that. But I'm going Christmas. So
Me too.
yeah.
It was either going to be all Halloween or all Christmas. I just wasn't sure which until the parameters were picked. I wasn't sure how much of a little Halloween troll I wanted to be.
Yeah.
I think I'll go Christmas.
Yeah, snowflakes in summer, you could make them look at like fireworks if you wanted to do summer. So, yep, that's when we say it's your artistic expression. Go have at it. And let's have some fun. How many stems are floral or only flowers? Gretchen asks. I don't know. Whatever you kind of think. How do you describe floral? What do you see in your well-kissed mind? I'm just going to do one, I think, but one per panel.
We care more about the expression, the creative expression, than like the legalese of the parameters.
But they do need to be in there. But
we do have some legalese, but we care more about the expression.
Yeah.
Did we talk about snowflakes?
Floral, not florals.
A little bit.
So I think it's open.
It doesn't say floral, florals, floraling.
Right, exactly. Floraled, floraler. It's just the one. So
yeah, you're such a good floraler. So splattering might be a great snowflake. That's another way. Or if you've got pattern paper with snowflakes.
Yeah,
embossing folders, all those things. A lot of things you can do. Twist around a little piece of paper that has it. Doesn't have to be big. I think it's going to be nice. Are you ready?
Me too. Yeah, this is probably the best I've felt about a parameter collection so far.
Oh, well, that's nice.
The year you got me with purse was a little rough. Not gonna lie, that wasn't my favorite card.
You've never had a
but
bad
yeah,
card.
I'm excited for this one. It's gonna be good.
Good. Well, we'll be right back with our crafts ready to go. Are you going to join us tonight? I hope so. Maybe sit back tonight and have it in by Sunday night. It's whatever you feel like doing, but join us. It's fun. Thank you for joining us so far, Mr. Producer. What's coming up next? We'll be back in a few minutes. What is in review? In review, our craft roulette. On Wednesdays, tune in, don't forget. 3 acts await, each night anew, with fun and creativity just for you. Act 1, Mail Call, a joy to see. Your lovely letters sent with glee. Snail mail shared with hearts so true. Your crafty spirit shining through. Act 2, Card Showcase, a deep dive. Random picks that come alive. Discussing love for each design. Crafted cards that truly shine. Act 3, Whodunit Game, Detective's Call. Catch Miss Mary in her crafty thrall. A mystery unfolds, a clue to chase. find the card she tries to case. Guess the crafter, be quick, be smart. Reveal the one who played their part. In live chat, declare your clue. Solve the case and win a prize, too. Live on air with Mary Gun Fun. Crafting joy for everyone. Join us live, be part of the show. In review, where creativity flows. Craft Roulette, a fun-filled site. Wednesdays await with crafty delight. Subscribe now, don't delay. In review, a crafty play. Send your mail, crack the case. In our world, joy finds its place. Join the fun. Let's craft together for happily ever after, now and forever. I'm just whistling some nonsensical song. Oh, there's my card. It was in my creative book, my creative companion. Well, now I was going to sketch it. That's why I had it in there. Best laid plans. Nothing like being organized to lose something. I am here to, available to file away evidence if you need me to, because it will never be found again. 2, 5, 4, 5. Pencils are so important in my life. And our guest is Caitlyn Anthony. And the project is Tri-Panel Card. This is a book made with just for the episodes for people to keep track of their cards or plan them out or just kind of keep a scrapbook of them. Write down some notes about things they've learned, people they've met. It's a wonderful, wonderful little product. You can get it through Trinity Stamps and our shop. So, I go back and fill it in after I watch what you guys say on the show so I can kind of learn from you. I enjoy that a lot. Okay, what do I have going on? Well, I found this. Pretty excited about that. The Super Glue guys did make me a Christmas card too this week. I was real glad to get it. And they pulled out my fancy pants paper from your Paper Insider and made me this beautiful card with them as ornaments. So I'm glad to have that. My plan, I have this embossed snowflake panel. I have an A2 card, and I think I'm going to make a little 3-panel fold out with these cute and adorable little penguins that I have not had out in a long time. And it is time to get their little furry selves out. I got a card up there that has fuzzy from Joe Henderson. And it's got a fuzzy penguin. So it's got cute little penguins there. And I'll be able to put them on the different panels. See, they make up real cute. So, and I've got my fancy pants paper to do something with. And I will just have them holding a flower, because none of these are holding a flower. Because they don't really think of flowers, you know? Don't really think of flowers with. So, it's okay though. So what are our colors? We've got North Pole, South Pole. Well, I know they're going to have that candy cane. I'm going to use that red. There's a nice piece of cardstock. There's a little scrap. I can always use a little scrap in my life. There's some little, 3 tags would be good too, if you had 3 tags and just put them together. What else can I find in this treasure box? Some really pretty papers. What else can I use in this treasure box? Another scrap. Another little scrap. I do love this good scrap. Absolutely. My holiday floral. I don't know. I'm going to get that confused with the color. That's okay. We'll be all right. Okie dokie. We're hearing from Delaware that she's ready. So, what'd you come up with? You're a pretty quick worker as a fifth time. Oh,
I'm trying.
That's pretty. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm pivoting, and I picked one that's actually holiday-specific florals.
Mm-hmm.
And I have used these, but it's way less layers than the one I was going to do, which I think will make it nice and easy. Taking it easy on myself. And then one of my favorite embossing folders is a Pink and Main snowflake embossing folder. So we're going to start layering with that. I think I'm going to try to actually do a true, flippy floppy trifold, but we'll see. If it goes badly, I have that backup plan.
I like options. Sometimes
and
you
by
just
badly,
need
I
options.
just mean if I don't love it, not that it would actually be bad.
No.
Because we're here to have fun.
That's my game. That's why I'm here. I don't know about anybody else. So if I do this 2-inch squares this way and then fold it in on itself, I think that would work. And I will make it 2.5 tall and then fold it 2. I am not an engineer. It's got to be easy numbers.
You lost me like 3 numbers ago. I'm cutting and I'm gluing extra panels on after the fact because I can't do whatever you're doing.
Easy numbers, easy numbers. I am comfortable with my limitations. Okay. So there's my 3-panel cardette that's going to go on a card. I'm going to make this one a little shorter. Because I may not be great at math, but I know when it's rubbing. There we go. So if that goes, let's do it this way. That goes on there. And then I make the little panels for the penguins. Yeah. This is the hardest part when we're getting things all ready to go, and then we're going to start talking. This is a great time for you to think, though, and say hi to each other. Especially since there's math, and I could get hurt. There we go. One more. All I need, I think. Good thing penguins are easy to color. So all they have all of these. Then I can put a sentiment in one of them too. So we're good. Whoops, don't lose them now. Okay. I'm ready to dig in. That's the planning part I don't want to do anymore. I'm just going to start. Well, hello, Charlene Madrid. I was going to introduce. I was going to introduce Caitlyn as Charlene because when I put you guys, I scheduled you both. I discovered you both and scheduled you both real similar times, and I just knew you were young, dark-haired, beautiful women. And who could craft like nobody's business. And so I couldn't remember which one of you was which. Because I'm just a silly old woman and I get so sidetracked. But then when you were at Create last year, you you were it was you, right, that said, Charlene, we got to take a picture for Mary and tell her we are not the same person.
Yep. We were hanging out, and I was like, oh my God, this is the perfect moment. We have to send Mary a picture right now.
It was great. I appreciated it. It did help, too. It just kind of set my mind at ease. And actually, I have some questions that I pulled from the last time Charlene was on to ask you to so we can get both sides of the coin here. It was a cute picture, Charlene. It really was.
I think it's just that we're cute, but yeah.
Yeah, you're just both young, beautiful ladies with dark hair.
Yep.
And great crafting skills.
I can't rock the bangs that Charlene rocks, though.
She does it too, doesn't she?
Her signature.
Yeah. She has a new picture out too. It looked really good. I did get to meet her, which was very fun. We went out for coffee one time. She was very, very nice.
We had fun that night. That was a good night.
Aww. This is the guy who's going to carry a flower. He's got a little cup, and he's got a smudge now, so we're good. Smudge has already been made. Do you keep baby wipes at your coffee house? Was interesting. Do you keep baby wipes or anything at your desk so that you don't smudge?
I don't. I have a like a microfiber cloth thing, but that's it.
It works. Probably good. I've never noticed that you have smudgy cards.
Yeah, I try to be mindful. Usually I'm wearing black leggings, and so I just, wipe my fingers on my leggings and just keep on going.
See, look,
I just taped my little panel to the back of my regular card, and now I have a tri panel.
Oh, yeah.
Without any math.
No math card making.
Yep.
Sounds like a great 2025 theme.
We have a disclaimer for math that I post every time someone talks about numbers on this channel. More art than science.
That's the one. Have you ever been to Yellowstone? That was not a question that Charlene Madrid got, but I was thinking about Yellowstone today, and I started writing my stories about visiting Yellowstone twice as a child and how horrified I was. Being on Craft Roulette is so much easier than going to ever going to that volcano. It's a flippin' volcano. You are walking on a volcano. A caldera.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. That's terrifying. That sounds terrifying.
I was a young kid, and I was very frightenable. And my mom was a fairly nervous person about such things, and man, it was scary.
Yeah, that sounds like a whole lot of new things to me.
And we stayed at the Old Faithful Inn, which is like 1/8 of a mile from Old Faithful, the geyser itself. And so you are right there by a thermo-reactive geyser. That is... I can't believe we did it. But that's just how I spent my afternoon.
Yeah.
And I thought, I wonder if Caitlyn, being on the East Coast, has ever been to the West Coast. Have you?
I have been to California a few times, but not anything adventureful.
No hiking the Pacific Coast Trail or anything. That's reasonable. I don't think I'm very adventuresome. This is as far as my adventure goes, for the most part.
I mean, it's pretty good.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to get. Each week's different. It's good, right?
Yeah, you don't have to get on a plane.
No.
It's nice.
That's a real good thing. So tell us about when you are on, because you're on Pink and Main twice a week?
Yeah, every Tuesday and Thursday, I go live with Pink and Main. February will be 2 years.
Oh,
Isn't
for
that
Pete's
crazy?
sake. Yeah.
I know. Every week, Tuesday and Thursday for 2 years. I think I've only ever missed one that I didn't make up. So, and
That's
saying
impressive.
something.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, and then I post on my channel once a week, usually Fridays. Tonight, because I'm here, I'm posting tomorrow a really fun Copic airbrush video.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's fun stuff. So yeah, but I hearing all of the achievement numbers from everybody felt like, wow, that's so many. And then I had to like pat myself on the back a little, because I realized I was looking back to figure out dates in case anybody was going to quiz me today on like how long I've been doing stuff. And I have over 230 YouTube videos on my channel. And so I was like,
that's
man,
wonderful.
200, I can't imagine having 200 craft roulette cards. And then I was like, well, I might not have that, but I do have over 200 videos.
That's saying something.
Yeah.
What's your favorite kind of video to make? Do you like doing
Coloring.
lives or? You're doing lives.
Yeah, lives are fun because I don't prep for my lives at all ahead of time. So, like, I mean, I try to pick out generally what I'm going to use, but I don't practice. I don't do any of that. Probably because my first live was, here with you. You set the
We just threw her in the deep end, and she said, "I can live. I lived."
Yeah, we
crafting
just
for your life.
wing it and make it work. I want this even smaller. So it's nice because it just feels like fun. It's not stressful. And I don't have to do anything afterwards, because editing is getting not old, but it's not my favorite thing to do anymore, unfortunately.
I think a lot of people are feeling that way.
Yeah.
I see more and more lives these days, and I think the editing is just getting
well, and
tedious.
It's nice to have the like instant feedback. Any of my Pink and Main live girlies that are in the chat, and I saw so many of them earlier, Gail and Melissa, so nice. And I think Susan, Virginia. I saw a bunch, Leslie too. When I get stuck or I'm not sure about something, we'll do a little quick poll, and they always help me. And it's like, that's nice. Should I do this, or should I do sequins or these gems? And if I'm on the fence, it's so funny. Usually whatever my gut is what they end up picking. But it's nice to have that little bit of like reassurance to have my back. Where if I'm just sitting here alone, sometimes I get stuck. And then I just am like in limbo and I don't know what to do. And that's frustrating. So.
And you said the other day, I don't remember, was it on the Pink and Main one where you were talking about you just kind of have something like craft roulette on in the background so you don't feel like you're crafting alone? I thought that was real sweet.
Exactly. Yep, I put on craft roulette or, some of my other favorite card makers. Kelly Letivola / Kelly Taylor was one of the first 2 card makers that I ever found many years ago. And so she's like one of my comfort videos. I'll go back and watch really old ones of hers. Relive all of her life story that she shared with us.
She is a storyteller. Yeah.
It's nice to feel like you're not crafting by yourself.
Even though your doggy's there.
Yeah, she's here.
And you're always right.
Sorry.
These little guys are almost too small for me to color. Oops, I missed some. I'm going to persevere. Cute, but I think I'm missing things. 'Cause I think my glasses aren't strong enough anymore. It's okay.
See, those are my snowflakes.
Ooh.
Right?
have
Some pretty. I
similar.
love the little white tone on tone. Yeah.
I have
Twinsies.
I just
now
leave
you
it
and me are
out.
twins.
That's
You
it.
and me
I'm
and
just
Charlene can be triplets.
kind of a time warp forward.
Yeah, that's how that works, right?
Well, one of the questions that Charlene got from Sue Masoner was, you said after you received a Cricut, you went down the rabbit hole. What is your favorite product to use to design your projects and why? Well, now you're not a Cricut person, or are you?
I am not a card Cricut person, but I love a good shirt vinyl decal.
Okay, there you go.
And I've made my own like door hanging Christmas sign that's like Merry Christmas with the vinyl. That's about the extent of my cricketing. Yeah, I don't Cricut for cards. But I make a great Halloween costume backup shirt should you need one.
That's good to know.
My daughter this year wanted to be Goth Belle from Beauty and the Beast, but a goth version for Halloween.
Oh,
And so I cricketed her a shirt that said "Beauty is a beast that roars," which is a Taylor Swift lyric. I'm sure no one will be surprised to learn. But it was like perfect. She was very happy. I felt like super mom for that.
yeah.
So,
I think I would too.
yeah.
Good thing. Yeah. So what is, since you didn't, you aren't a Cricut person for cards, what is your favorite product to use to design your projects?
Like my card projects,
Yeah.
or like
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. What are my options?
Well, I don't know. When you sit down to design a card, do you
Oh, it just explodes out of my mind.
I love
It just brain vomits onto my desk.
So your well-kissed mind is your favorite tool.
Yeah.
Carrie Rhodes'
I mean,
favorite tool
sometimes
are
if I'm
her
feeling
hands.
really stumped, if I'm feeling super stumped, I will jump onto a craft roulette, or like do one of those where I like scroll up and down really fast and like just stop and pick a craft roulette to get some parameter ideas. Or there's some people I can like scroll to get like color ideas and stuff from. But for the most part, I will have an idea of like what stamp set maybe I want to use, and I just go.
So you kind of,
and I know that can be a frustrating answer to some people, because
but your tool
I know
is
it's not
sometimes
like that for everyone.
the stamp set. Then
Yeah.
Yeah.
If those are my options, then I would say 9 times out of 10, my the stamp set is the spark for whatever else happens to my card.
Yeah. Unlike an image from a Cricut design.
Correct.
You go. Yeah. See, there you go. Didn't mean to put you on the spot too much.
Good.
But we worked it out.
I just make them. I don't know.
I know what you mean. I just get the parameters and go for it.
Yeah.
That's remarkably true. Okay, I'm going to see if I can get that cleaned up a little bit. I'm not too hopeful, but maybe. Come on. Sand out, baby, sand out. I might have to cover it with some snowflake. Do you cut a lot of snowflakes or anything with your kids?
No.
No, I think they're so
But
fun.
Charlene, I saw her in the comments. She's got my back. She said, Mary likes to make our questions harder than everyone else's. I agree.
It's
I
because
agree, twin.
you can do it. I believe
Right?
in
'Cause we can
all my
handle-
guests. You
we
can
can
handle
handle
it.
it.
I don't give you anything that you can't handle. Here's my little floral.
I feel like my girls, when they were little, did more snowflakes and stuff, but they're
Mhm.
unfortunately a little too cool for that now.
Yeah, you were telling me they've really gotten old.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just a
I
rotten-
found card making.
Rotten thing.
We've talked about it before here. I found card making because I was dealing with some peri and postpartum depression and anxiety.
Mhm.
And now that baby is going to be 8 next month.
Yeah,
It seems so unreal.
that's kind of your timeline for when you were started.
Yeah.
Kind of a handy little timeline.
Yeah. Except
Won't
in my
forget her
head, it was
birthday.
only 5 years ago. 'Cause she was so little.
Yeah.
She doesn't believe me.
I used to, when it was getting almost birthday time, I would treat their birthday. They're probably still in therapy over it, but I would treat their birthdays like a grade, and I would say, I don't know if you're acting like a 7-year-old yet, so I'm not sure if you're going to be able to turn into a 7-year-old.
That's brutal.
We
Yeah.
knew it was a joke then, and we know it's a joke now.
I wasn't joking though. It was just another way to say, yeah, you gotta grow up.
Yeah.
Stinking dirty rotten deal. By the way, JD, my grandson, will be 10 months old. Speaking of
Oh my goodness.
fast growing kids, in 2 days, and he pulled himself up this week, and he did all 4 crawling. So he is just moving right along. He is intensely determined on growing up, no matter how hard we try to discourage it.
Yeah.
So get your
Well,
chocolate
unless you're gonna
bars
like
out.
knock him down.
Yeah, he's huge too. There's no knocking that kid down. He's about to knock me down.
You gotta be nice to him now.
But he's adorable. I think he's coming over Sunday for Chiefs.
Taylor Swift's boyfriend's football game.
Yes, that's the one.
Yes. Yeah.
To support Taylor. He's going to come over to support Taylor by watching the game.
As any wonderful young man should.
That's exactly right.
Now we're all part of the kingdom, right? Isn't that what what you guys
That's
are called?
it. Well,
See?
that's it. Absolutely.
Now I know those things.
What is that cat doing on my screen? Is that Kerwin? Kerwin has made an appearance. And Paula Rice asked, and I don't recall the answer, maybe Charlene will in the chat, but Paula Rice asked Charlene what is her favorite season or holiday to papercraft for, and that's kind of a good topic since we got our parameters this time. I know. You are very seasonal. And you
know.
you do have a very, very favorite season.
I do. I do.
Yeah.
For all things. For
For all
crafting, for eating, for existing. Halloween is my favorite holiday for all things. Gifting, all of it. I'm here for all of it. All of
And
that.
you are steadfast in that love.
Yes, my whole life.
Did-
My dad owns a haunted house in south of Pittsburgh, and next year will be my 30th Halloween working there. So it's been almost my whole life of being a Halloween enthusiast. I'm not giving up anytime soon. So
How was your season this year?
Unfortunately, a little quiet.
Oh,
So not bad, but we were, hoping to grow every year.
right.
And it was a little quiet this year. And we do a Christmas Halloween show too, a no scare show. And because of the brutal cold that was there last weekend, we
Oh.
actually had to cancel the show, and that stunk.
Oh, that
Because
is
we have a
too
lot of kids that come every year, and they get all like dressed up and come through. And it's a fun mix of Halloween and holidays, because we do like if the monsters were trying to celebrate Christmas, not fully understanding what it is, kind of like a Nightmare Before Christmas movie.
bad.
So it's silly and fun.
Because your haunted
But-
house is theatrical. It's a
Yes.
it's
Yep.
not
It is
necessarily
there's
a
no
scary,
chainsaws,
scary.
there's no gore. There's some jump scares at Halloween for the grown-up shows, the adult shows.
Mhm.
They're still family friendly, we say, but for Christmas we do a full no scare, and then Sundays in October we do afternoon kid shows with no scares and all the lights on as well. So,
Oh, okay.
and now my girls work. This was their first Halloween working the like grown up show, the
cool.
night shows.
Uh-huh.
So they think they're the coolest ever now. Which
Well, they pretty much
but it's
are.
pretty funny. Yeah.
Pretty much
And
right
it's fun to
there.
get to see them working with my dad and my stepmom and people that I grew up with. Seeing them get to have their own interactions with them and stuff is pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, we've been upstaged by our cat, who's been on this on the screen for the last few minutes. He's a black cat, though, so
I've been taking him on and off.
it's okay.
He's off and around, but this cold weather has him. He wants to be snuggly.
He went with the light, and the lights and everything. I'm sure it's
Yeah.
warm in there.
Uh-huh. All the monitors are hot.
Well, I just looked over and Luna has left me, so who knows where she's at. Probably on the couch. She probably left me to go hide on the couch.
Not a bad choice.
Yeah, I don't blame her.
It's Friday night, and people have worked all week. Speaking of which, you work at a place called Bloom Planners, who has been a great sponsor to Craft Roulette. I am waiting for my
Hold on. Before you
planners. Yes.
tell the whole story from the beginning so everyone understands what's going on.
I'm going there.
Yeah.
I ordered my planners. I got one for me and one for my daughter and one for Russ's friend. And I was told that they were delivered. But they weren't delivered. And that's no fault of Bloom. It was some mischief maker from perhaps a post office. Perhaps. And then you got back that first package and said that there was and the note on it said,
It says number not found.
but they said they delivered it. so that's not consistent. And then so you were kind enough, because I've been on emailing you, and you were kind enough to send another package of the same order at no cost to me, which I really appreciate. And then I was waiting for that package. It said it was coming on a certain day and time and
Guys,
such.
she's being chill about it. She had the camera set up.
I
She
did.
had night vision on it. She was ready to go. She was go gadget ready for that post office person to
I
come.
was.
Mail
And
delivery person to show up.
And I got the notification. It was delivered at 7:29 in or by the mailbox. But it wasn't. And so
Again.
I made the clips from the cameras with a timestamp on it and sent it to Caitlyn. And so she's Bloom, bless her heart, ponied up and have sent it to me. The third order has sent out on UPS via UPS. So
Yes.
I'm still waiting
Yes.
for that, and I'm
Fingers
so
crossed.
excited to get it. I'm trying a new planner, and I'm very excited about it because I used
gonna be a
the
good one.
calendar that I got last year. Oh, so well. It was just a great calendar.
Caitlyn was saying earlier that this is an anomaly,
Yes.
which we understand. We ship stuff, and at this address, I've shipped stuff here, and it shows up a street over.
Mm-hmm.
It's a weird address, so
No, it is not.
Well, and the
any
post office
fault.
is running super behind because they're
Mhm.
blaming Thanksgiving being like a week later than usual. Just like across the board, which I get. I'm sure they're very busy. But it's like I can't even get through to get anybody to help me. So
Mhm.
UPS it is.
Yeah.
And if they let us down, I'm just going to have to fly to you.
Well, I'm okay with that. Yeah. And it's not my girls at the Martin City post office because our home post office isn't through them. It's somewhere up the line.
Yeah.
And here we live on the state line of Kansas and Missouri. And so sometimes a package that Tanisa sent me from Trinity got caught between going back and forth through to Kansas to Missouri, to Missouri and Kansas. And it's just, I don't know, maybe.
I can imagine the arguments that those two post offices have.
Oh my gosh. It's tough. So I was hoping to have it to show you tonight, but I will show it to you as soon as I get it.
Yeah, and shout out that the links, I think, right, are still on the Craft Roulette website.
Mm-hmm.
So if anybody wants to stock themselves up on a planner and you use Mary Gunn's link, it helps support Craft Roulette.
That is right.
And Bloom.
Mm-hmm.
And Bloom is great. We're a small female-founded business of 10. There's 10 of us girls in the office. Well, 9 in the office and 1 in Ohio. And I love it there.
Yeah,
it's a very fun place to work.
You definitely got happier when you started working there.
Oh yeah, yeah. It changed everything. That's for sure. So yeah.
So it is no fault. They are actually doing above and beyond to get this planner to me. So I appreciate you.
Yeah, I'm trying.
I know.
Just have to hike it on over there.
I'm gonna miss you though when I get it, and I won't have any reason to write to you.
Oh, you can still write.
Okay.
Yeah, the first time, or the first set of Craft Roulette official stamps we got, it was a pretty big deal. It was a pretty big order. It was a pretty big money thing.
We were excited too.
And I put in the address, and I got the email, tracked it, said it was delivered, and my mom said, it's not here. And so
I say that a lot, apparently.
I had to go 1 block over, and I grabbed 2 pretty big parcels off of somebody's porch, and there was people walking their dogs by when I was grabbing them. And I did it slowly, trying to imply that, like, I'm not trying to hide. I'm not trying to be mischievous. But I don't think they believed me. I think they thought I was stealing from the neighbor.
No. Yep, I've had some nice conversations with Tracy over there. She's been great to have our packages left on her steps.
It's crazy.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have known her at all. She's a crafter, actually. She makes dolls. Interesting.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have I regularly get the notification that my package has been delivered at like 8:30 at night, and it's never there, but it always shows up the next day. So I think the person just has it on the truck and they run out of time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the other part of it. We've had people reach out and be like, it says, and I'm like, just give it a day, and there's a chance it'll show up in the morning.
That's you're on a different time schedule.
Yeah. Lucky me.
How's your card coming?
Good. I'm working on my florals. I have some pines and leaves done. We'll do the actual flowers here in a second. And
That's
I
good.
have to figure out the kind of angle I'm going to cut my little trifold part, but I have the base part of my card ready to go. So I'm getting there.
You are doing great. And I've got my little trifold mini card that's going to go on top of my snowflake base.
So cute. I like the blue with the red.
Yeah, I've
That's
always
fun.
liked that.
I don't think to do that
Always
often.
been one of
that
my
combo.
faves. Oops, this guy's a little too long. He's got glue on him. Okay. It's okay. Gale Knight, I am using some paper from your Paper Insider to make my glittery snow. So pretty.
Deanna in the chat says when she was a merchandiser, the USPS had a sign at the office that said mail left at the end of the day would be considered a fail. So the USPS would mark them as delivered even if they weren't, as to not get dinged. That makes sense.
That does make sense.
Yeah. As long as they bring it back the next morning, which here they do, but apparently where you are, they don't.
Nope.
No, a block over.
In another city far
Or say
away.
it's delivered and it's nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And then coming back to me, maybe. I haven't actually gotten it yet. It just says it's on its way back to me.
Oh.
It made it to Philly somewhere.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Sounds like they need a planner.
And a map.
You should send them your website.
Yeah, right.
I put that on a little blue-green.
This is squeaky marker.
It is it's singing. Everybody sings this time of year.
It means I need to set it aside and re-ink it later.
That's a job I can always put off.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I
And then
didn't like
eventually
that
they just get
color that much.
bad enough. Yeah, I just buy a new one. They're looking a little more feathery than flowery, but I think I'll still take it.
Yeah.
It'll be okay. Not my normal style of floral, but we also don't need to be here for 3 hours.
So what would your normal style of floral be?
Like a stamped floral versus like a die cut. I have like a crazy Altenew, like one of those big giant floofy looking flower stamps from them. Trying to think of, I have a couple. Honeybee, I think I have some of theirs that are just like big. And I think I have one from Simon. They're just like big, where like the whole flower takes up like your card. So you can like really get in there and do like so many colors in your blend. And
oh, gotcha.
One petal over the other kind of blending. Curled edges blending.
Like just way get in the zone kind of blending.
Yep. Yep.
Like I forgot to eat today blending.
Yeah. Those can take me an hour and a half easy if I'm not careful.
I bet.
So there's a reason our YouTube videos are usually sped up a couple times.
Yeah. Reasonably so. I'm gonna second.
Not to put pressure on you, Mom, but a lot of people are saying they like your card.
Thank you.
Don't mess up now.
Ugh. Don't screw it up. Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you. I kind of like it so far.
I just love I don't just, I'm sure I love all of it, but from peeking over on the side whilst I'm also coloring, those colors just keep popping out at me so strong. It's a really like strong combo.
Well, you've got the really the white. It's fresh, it's crisp, and then you've got the bright pops of red that make it dramatic.
Yeah, it's very eye-catching.
We're gonna have this. I've got masking tape balling up on me.
Thank you, Jay. You got many head scratches.
Jay, you are such a cat lover. He is. That ties shut right there. Should be okay. Okay, don't wiggle it, Mare. Kerwin is a super spoiled cat, but he thinks that's just how it should be.
Don't all cats think that?
Yes.
Isn't that just like part of their cat DNA?
Yes. Debbie Orens was on a Zoom call the other day, and she was saying, I might get a dog or a cat. And I said, well, it depends on if you want to be right all the time or not. Get the dog if you want to be right all the time. Get the cat if you don't mind being wrong. I think that pretty much sums up our little personalities.
Yeah.
Oh, I apparently am out of that. Okay. Knew there was something I forgot to do. I forgot to fill my ATG. So do you have a lot of goal setting kind of things in your planners?
Yeah.
Do you have some artistic or craft goals for 2025 that you're itching to get started on?
I mean, I have some, my biggest goal for the last couple of years, I hit this fall, which was getting monetized on YouTube. So I was very excited. I think the first time I was here, maybe the second time I was here, I was just trying to get to 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think I was there. I think I was at like 500 subscribers. So it feels crazy to finally, hit that next milestone on my goals.
Uh-huh.
So I haven't really thought of usually my goals are very like numbers driven or like analytic driven. But this year I think I want to try to push myself. You and I had talked about it a little before, but I have done some virtual class work with other groups and people in the past. And it's been on my kind of crafty bucket list to try to put together some kind of virtual class, video class, something of my own. But it feels like a lot, but also like once I get it started, I'll probably be okay.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably one of my big goals is at least, getting that very much in the works, if not done this coming year.
Yeah.
But yeah, otherwise
that can be very big deal because it does take a lot of work.
Yes.
But you're young and know all those little things that you have to know to do those things.
Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah.
Ah, thank you. Your cat made you do it. So do you have any crafting or techniques or projects or anything that you have seen and you want to try? Kind of stretch yourself that way? Because I know you have had those. You are very goal oriented.
Yeah. Right now I don't really, I can't think of anything. which is weird, right? But I feel like at this point, I have dabbled in quite a few different parts, like I've done stamp and like watercolor. I have alcohol inks, I have heat embossing, I have dry embossing, I have foil, I do all those things. I scene color, I have Copics, I have Olos, I have so much stuff. And I feel like sometimes I don't get to use the things that I love as much as I would like to use them. So I think this year might be more about honing in on the things that are making me like super happy and really using them to what I feel is like meeting like full potential.
Yeah.
Instead of just accumulating more stuff. I think I need a few less dabbles this year, maybe.
Less dabbles.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean,
yeah,
that could all change in, a couple weeks. But for now, I think that's
a lot of weeks in a
my
year.
goal. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd hate to, restrain myself for no reason. But
no,
that's
there's
where
no
I'm
reason
leaning.
for that. That's a good point. Restraining for restraining's sake is not nearly as much fun as it should be.
Yeah.
It's like being a stoic. I'm not a stoicist. I like ancient Greek, but that stoic thing scared me. I think I might put just some little splots on here for snowflakes.
Oh my God, he's so cute, Mary.
Well, I didn't draw him, but yep, he's from Trinity. Jan asked earlier, where is he from? And he is from Trinity. Oh, he's gonna be just fine. So much fun. Oh, I should put another one in there. Shoot. But maybe I'll put just a sentiment in there. I don't want to color anymore. Oh, I guess I should finish that one too. Needs to be a little. We'll just splot instead of splat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, look how many there are.
They're just an invading force. Invading penguins.
I mean, I feel like I've seen on one of those documentaries, like how crazy they all look in their big, like mass group together.
They are so cute. We were at the Chicago Aquarium one time, and they have a wonderful penguin exhibit. I think they have one in Kansas City now too. But we stayed there for an hour just watching how they pop out of the water out of nothing. I don't even know. They're just a remarkable little critter. Very entertaining. And their little waddly feet. They're just cute. 100% cute. So when you first made you've got over 200 videos, you say?
Yeah.
So what was that moment where you went, I mean, you have to be purposeful to make a video.
Yeah.
You got to get the camera and the whole thing up. So what was that drive? What was the thing that made you go, I got to try something? I got to try this thing.
Like from the very beginning?
Mm-hmm.
Well, COVID was definitely my trigger on posting my cards. I made cards for over a year before I ever posted any of them online. But I got furloughed from my old job and was just so honestly miserable at home. Not that I was home with them, but you know what I mean? Like so worried about the world and what we were going to do. That I decided to just go for it and started posting my cards on Instagram and Facebook and stuff. But I knew from the beginning as soon as I did that, I knew that I wanted to have a channel because watching people making cards on YouTube was what got me into card making. And I don't want to sound dramatic, but on some level could have potentially saved my life, literally.
Hmm.
When
Nothing
things got a
dramatic
little
about
rough
that.
there. Yeah.
But true. Truly. With
Yeah.
knowing your story, I understand that. Yeah.
Yeah. So being able to give back to the card community, and you know, I don't want to assume anything for anyone, or I hope this comes out the right way, but if I would ever be in a position to be that source of comfort and calm for someone else, that would be like my ultimate dream come true.
Oh.
So I knew that, and I've loved YouTube of all kinds for
Mm-hmm.
years and years and years. Like I grew up, I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair, I didn't grow up with a phone. I'm not that young. But I grew up with YouTube as, as a young adult, as part of everyday life.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was just, from day one, I went and got the channel, and I just didn't post on it for the first year, but I had it
Okay.
knowing
Mm-hmm.
that someday I would get there.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually made, I think, 5 videos and edited them and then threw them in the garbage before I ever posted one to my channel.
Because it's actually good practice to record them, I think, and I've given this
Yeah.
advice before, to record them and not have them published. And
Yep.
it's painful to watch, usually. Maybe somebody's just perfect right off, but generally
Yep.
I think it's very painful to watch, but important. You learn a lot.
Yeah, you won't learn unless you try, and it was too scary to just think that I was going to do it and have to post it for people to see. But if I didn't start, I was never going to be able to like learn and from the mistakes and make it better.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I just made them knowing, like trying really hard. So I would still send them to family and stuff, but knowing that they were going to get deleted, so that I would at least make them.
Good. Because you can learn about lighting and audio and other things that you need to know. It's not just your presentation, but how far you are from the table, if you shake the table.
Trying to figure out what kind of setup you're going to have.
If
you're going to do a voiceover. Yeah. When I used to write down all of my voiceovers and like script it and try to read it, and then I just sounded like a robot because I was reading from a piece of paper in my living room.
That's so hard.
I do not recommend that, by the way.
But at the same time, it's a great way to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you kind of get your flow and your cadence, and you know what you're going to say, and the more times you say it, the easier it is, unless you're Mary Gunn and you have to say the same thing every week, and every once in a while you mess it up and forget about it and change it up and leave things out, and it's okay, life goes on.
This year I finally am at the point. It took until this year, so almost, I guess, 3 years, 2 years, I don't know, some kind of years. I lost my paper that I wrote everything down on. I'm finally at the point where I can do a whole voiceover without stopping the recorder.
That's pretty fancy.
It took me that long, right? Like out of 220 videos, probably 190 are like chopped together audios because I had to stop at multiple points. Which there's nothing wrong with that either. It just makes it so much longer for you to do, and the less breaks you can take, the easier it is to edit, the faster it is to record. Like when you're trying to, when you're that many videos in, trying to streamline the process is great if you can. So there's nothing wrong with chopping it. It just was a nice milestone for me to know that one less step I have to worry about.
Yeah. More time to create.
Yeah.
There was a question, where's my floral? There it is. He's got his little floral coming out of his cup. It's not big.
Mary Gunn said, "Don't come for me.
Don't come for me, Heidi, with your hot glue gun, please." I'm going to make sure I have everything. We've got the tri-panel card, which is right here, and it's on an A2 card. So we've got actually extra panels, more panels than we need to know or need to have. North-South pole colors. I pulled from the red pole from, maybe there's one in the South Pole too. That's red. It might.
There is.
There is one in the South Pole.
Well, it's like a white pole with red swirls on it with a little mirrored ball on top, and then flags around it, I believe.
Well,
and they move it because it kind of moves. The ice shifts and all that. But yeah.
Goodness. So I've got definite South Pole colors, and the blue for the snow, and then penguin colors, and my holiday floral is this pretty little red flower that he is holding in his little cup. And I've got snowflakes in just little jabs and dabs of my shimmer pen, and then on the background here. Oh, Steven just put that up. I see. Yes, excellent. I have it covered all over the place. So, and there's my embossed snowflakes. So,
yeah, there's a ceremonial South Pole, there's a geographic South Pole, and there's a magnetic South Pole. They're all different, and they're all kind of changing. Ceremonial, I think, stays mostly the same.
Who knew it was so complicated?
Or geographic stays mostly the same.
No, what? I bet getting mail down there is hard if you're getting it right to the pole. There we go. You take your time. I'm done. I'm going to relax a minute and read some comments. Thank you guys again for joining us.
Let me know if there's any questions I can answer. I'm shifting my sentiment idea to make this even easier.
Ooh, that's very pretty. Those do look like silk flowers. They're real flowers. If you are joining us late, and this is Craft Roulette, episode 245, and we have the lovely and very talented Caitlyn Anthony, sometimes mistaken for Charlene Madrid, but that's just my
Only
problem.
By Mary.
Joining us, and we're creating using the same 4 parameters: tri-panel card, North or South Pole colors, holiday florals for our element, and snowflakes for our random parameter. So, and our cards are completely different once again. Plus, you are able to play along with us because this is a challenge. So, if you want to scroll back and learn about that, that is fun. And if you want to just wait for a few minutes, we're going to tell you how to play along with us. So, hang out with us a few more minutes. We're also going to tell you who's coming up and give away some stuff. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Christy. Thank you guys for joining us this Friday evening. Oh, Stephen put a link about the South Pole in the chat, so you can see what he was talking about. He was right.
I never doubted him.
No, it doesn't pay to doubt him.
But there's some colors you might not expect because there's flags surrounding the South Pole.
And we have gotten some cards already sent in, so it could be a real pretty. It'll be an interesting gallery. It won't. I don't think we're gonna have like all white and blue and red. I think we'll have all sorts of colors.
Yeah, I shifted mine a good bit from the original plan when we were talking, because when someone said Santa's workshop and the wood, you said log cabin, and that's what inspired my little wooden frame background there. And I just remembered I had these, instead of die cutting multiple layers of one word to try to make a sentiment, I have these really cool stamps that are like definitions out of like a dictionary.
I like those, yeah. Now, Crafty L taught me a trick a long time ago that she has a cheap dictionary from the dollar store. that she uses when she needs a dictionary kind of thing. I thought that was so smart.
Yeah, I've seen people on the internet go get like secondhand books to use and stuff. But then I've also seen other people on the internet like threaten their lives, basically. So I'll just stick with my stamps.
Eileen Hull did a Peter Pan Golden Book redo on the show, and it was I was nervous for her.
Yeah,
it was not well. There was a faction out there going no. It was a little hard to watch, but she's a great gal, so she did it with very good taste. That's so pretty. I think you did a cutout on your first card. That was amazing.
One of them was like a belly band. We've had, they all kind of blur together at this point,
I know.
Unfortunately.
I know. 245 cards later, I'm really confused about what I've done.
I literally can't even imagine that. That's crazy.
Plus, we have the show in the midweek where I case a card from the gallery, and everybody is welcome to play along and try to guess who I'm casing. And that's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Right, like you could say it's like a whodunit, but for card making.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm talking to Amanda Stevens right now.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to leak some super secret sensitive info on the Zoom call after the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Not exact info, but we're going to leak some info.
Oh, I just got goosebumps.
Something we've been working on for a long time.
Well, I said on the member show yesterday, I said that we have so many good plans coming, and I couldn't say what it was, but I was so excited. It's so big. But if it doesn't go through the way we're planning, it would be so disappointing. So I didn't say anything else, but I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
It's going to go through.
Sounds like you're about to.
Yeah.
Ooh! Ooh!
I mean, we were getting emails about it at 5:30 p.m. So like right before you got on the call. So.
Oh my root beer. By the way, we do have limited quantities of Santa's long pants and a heartwarming Christmas tale. Written by my mother-in-law, illustrated by moi many years ago, over 40 years ago. And we found a box of them in our store in our basement, and they are for sale on craftroulette.shop. Right?
And if you ordered, this weekend might be one of the last weekends to get it before Christmas.
Uh-huh.
There's a limited quantity. They were printed in 1992. By my grandma, my mom's mother-in-law.
Yeah, it was a story written for my husband when he was a Cub Scout for their little Christmas play. And then when I got in the family, she said, will you do the illustrations? And of course, I wanted to be a good daughter-in-law. I'd been in the family for a month. And so I said,
She really set you up for that one.
Sure. She didn't ask
you were
before.
Say no.
Yeah. She didn't ask before, but she asked afterwards. The first month. And I knew that woman very well, and I think she had that planted in her brain. She
100%.
She did not need a planner to say, remind myself to ask Mary.
I don't know her at all, and I feel like I can say that that's what happened.
She was great. Lenine, yours are in the mail. I hope they don't end up in mailed purgatory.
Seriously.
Oh, Yellow Roses, how kind you are. She says, these cards are lovely. Ladies, better than Hallmark.
Oh, that's the goal, right?
Yeah.
That's always the goal.
Hallmark is based in Kansas City. And they have really expanded their Hallmark movie brand here in that they have like a Hallmark Christmas experience where you can meet the stars of the shows.
Their recruiters keep calling me.
Finding Mr. Christmas. Mr. Producer, we want you on the shows. But it's like $290 to go to these things. It's
Wow.
yeah. It doesn't matter if you have a gold crown card either. It's not cheaper. Melissa Baskin says her hubby says Hallmark is her competition. That's cute. Yeah, Mr. Producer, you could be it could be the story. You're the producer of a handcrafted card show.
They don't want a true villain, though. I would want to be a villain.
Oh.
Their villains are, I don't even want to talk about it. It's not good. Don't like them.
I just love that you know. That's the best part of this whole thing. I don't think I've ever seen a Hallmark movie.
I've seen maybe
I couldn't
30-second snippets here and there, but I'll walk in
Yeah.
and I'll be like, oh, he's the bad guy? Oh, yeah, he's going to do that. Okay.
See, I didn't know there was bad guys. I thought she just always moved from the big city back home, and because she wasn't looking for love and that kind of vibe, right?
The bad guys
you don't
are
have to
like,
actually watch them.
I want to tear down the family-owned shop to put up a Walmart kind of guys.
Yeah. That she came home to work at from the big city because someone was sick.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, you could, your bad guy thing could be you want to sell Craft Roulette to Hallmark.
That's maybe why they're calling me.
I think I fed him too much bologna when he was a kid. What do you think?
It's paybacks for all those years you told him he wasn't allowed to get 1 year older.
I know it. I deserve everything I
And
get.
arrested my development, turned me into a villain.
A Hallmark villain. The worst of the worst. Most notorious. Oh my gosh. Thank you, moderators, also this year for being there and always posting things like how to submit and reminding people that their cards may not have been in the slideshow and different things that you do. I see you in there doing that, and I really have you make everybody in the chatter box understand what's going on better when I can't do it. So I thank you so much. You're a good group of craftettes. I'm proud to have you here.
All right. I think I'm done adding things that didn't need to be on my card to my card. We went a little heavy with the pearls, but that's okay.
They look pretty. I think it deserves some pearls.
I think it could have done with a few less, but they're there. They're there now. And someone will like them.
Well, let's make sure that you have all those parameters met so that Deputy Heidi won't come and get you. Your tri-panel card, how's that work out?
Yep. Well, it's a little mini panel, but it's a panel. And then this one. So I have 1, 2, 3. Let's try.
Perfect. And you didn't go with the mats as panels. So I think that one's really a cool idea.
But I could have, because I have 1, 2, 3. Just saying.
Yes, you could have. Yes, you could
Popped
have.
up.
You're double covered. Double coverage is always good. Your North and South Pole colors?
I went for the North Pole Santa's Workshop. So red and green and wood tones.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that is a wood tone. I remember seeing that earlier in the evening. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really
Wood
pretty.
green.
It's so warm for being such a cold color palette suggestion.
Yep. You said it's all you. You said log cabin and cozy fires.
Well, there you go. I should listen to myself. When I talk to myself, I sometimes forget to listen. That's why I say things more than once. And then your holiday
Alice.
floral, you can see very easily is one of your panels. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Man, you're
thank you.
good. And your snowflakes was an embossed snowflake folder.
Yeah, some white tone-on-tone texture back there.
I don't know, guys. Think you could give her some hearts? I think she should get some. That's a beautiful card. Not planned
Thank you. Nope.
at all. You just did it. You make it look very easy. For somebody that's still wet behind the ears as a card maker, I can't even imagine what you're going to become. Man, that's good. That's good stuff. Well, there come the hearts. You can enjoy those. Come in while I go tell everybody else how to play. Give some stuff away and tell them who's coming up. All righty?
Okay.
Well done. You can, that was good. Phew. I tell you, I knew she was going to be good. I knew it from the very beginning. Even though I probably thought, I thought she was Charlene. No, I knew she was Caitlyn.
No,
and I knew she was
I never
very
thought
talented.
that.
I know, it was my bad eyes. No, I knew she was wonderful, and she still is, and she's just getting better and better and better. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. If you play with us, and I hope you do, make sure you have a tri-panel card, North or South Poles for the colors, a holiday floral element, and snowflakes. Include all those things. Doesn't have to be the focal point. You can scroll back to the discussion for more information, and the chatterbox is full of ideas. We have wonderful guests coming up. Oh my goodness, Mary Claus and Mary Gary next week. I'm not going to tell you. It's going to be
That's
amazing.
next week?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, no.
Biddy Penny will be bringing out the old year with us, and May Helms will be bringing in the new year. That's a great way to get 2025 started, I think. Then, Understand Blue, Lydia Fiedler will be joining us. I haven't seen her in a while. She's wonderful. And then Justine Hovey from Germany will be joining us in the middle of the night. She is a talent from way back as well. Join us each and every week. If you wouldn't mind subscribing and hitting that notification button, we'd appreciate it. It's going to be a great year. I can tell. And there are those beautiful members. Roll the beautiful member footage, would ya? Those are the people that keep us on the air every week. Without them, we honestly would not be here. Hallmark would have to buy us out, and we don't. And the villain over there, he may do it someday. We just never know. Now I'm going to be sleepless. No, it's going to be fine. We're here, and we're having a good time every week. Because of those fine people, we try to give them a lot of bonus content, including an extra show called The Member Show, where we get together with a member and talk about members' cards. And I enjoy those shows so much. We go down so many rabbit trails, but it's always at least fun for me. I watched the one from last night with Hat Trick Smith. We sure had a nice evening or time together. They're about an hour long. I counted how many cards we did because I felt like we'd talked all the time and we didn't have time for any cards, but we had almost 20 cards that we reviewed, so I felt better. Anyway, thank you guys. Silver and up. I'll see you right after the show for a Zoom call and an important sneak peek announcement. Ooh. And then tomorrow, if you are... anybody can come to the Zoom call on Saturday. We would love to see you. First come, first serve. This is the giveaway time. That confetti means it's time to give away some good stuff. And if you sent in a card last week, you have the option of getting some of the stuff that we have to give away. And we always start with a Craft Roulette original giveaway, a Krog, a handmade card with the nitty bitty gift. Good luck, everybody, and thank you for sending in those cards. Here goes. Always fun. Sometimes the personalities that it lands on, I just know they scream. And I just love it. I just love it. Oh, I see some familiar names. Peggy I. Congratulations, Peggy I. After the spinning is done, there will be a form that opens up on craftroulette.live for you to claim your prizes. And please use the same email that you used to send in your card, because there is a safeguard so that no nefarious Krog stealers will come in and snatch your card.
I just set the time for the Zoom, so if you refresh the member dashboard, it'll show up.
Okay. A Craft Roulette goodie bag is going to Cindy Miller, but you do all have to claim your prizes. So, Cindy Miller, make sure you let me know your address and all that good stuff so I can send it your way. For a $35 Craft Roulette shop gift certificate, you can get a Santa's long pants or one of our stamp sets, die sets, or Craft Roulette Creative Companion for your 2025 Craft Roulette record of cards. Ooh. Catherine S. Congratulations, Catherine S. Looking forward to seeing what you pick out, and so we can help you out, get something from the Craft Roulette store. For a Bitty Penny $25 car gift certificate, and she sent me some of her products this week, and she's got these remarkably vivid paper packs with all sorts of good stuff on them, and a little stamp set, little gifts, all sorts of things. Catherine the Great, congratulations, Catherine the Great. That is wonderful. I know who you are. I'm excited for you. Make sure you claim those prizes. Use that same email, and we will get you all set up. Hot dog. Let's bring her back to say goodnight. Congratulations, guys. And she's there. She's still there. You were tidying up.
I was. Yeah.
You're so good. Well, congratulations.
Well,
you got that done.
You mentioned it earlier. I'm in the hallway.
Right.
This is a bathroom. My living room's right there. My kitchen's right there. So I can't actually leave it a hot mess.
No.
Because people have to walk through here. So.
Yeah. And they have.
Yes.
They were great. Thank them for us.
Yeah.
And thank your husband for keeping them occupied again.
Yeah. That as they get older, it's easier and easier to keep them upstairs and entertained. So.
Yeah. Because they're that's kind of how they do when they get older. It's kind of good, bad.
Yeah.
But that's how it is.
Yeah. They just want to hang out in their rooms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Unbelievable. So you had something to say about Bloom and subscribing.
Oh, yeah.
I want to make sure that we get that.
I like we said before, please go subscribe to my channel or follow me on Instagram. I love to see you over there. But also, Bloom is doing a 90K giveaway. So we're really close to hitting 90,000 subscribers on Instagram. So we're doing a big giveaway post over there, and it's like one of those where you just like follow and tag a friend kind of things. And when we hit 90, we're giving away a huge basket of goodies. And there's some planners in there, but I picked a bunch of other things in case you already have a planner. So if you want to go hop over there, there's a good chance to win a really great basket. And like we said before, if you do need a planner and you want to shop, make sure you click through the Craft Roulette link, because that helps Miss Mary Gunn going. Keep her going.
Yeah. And you guys are very generous as being spin sponsors and giveaways and things. You're great.
Yeah. It's been very cool to be on design teams and work with brands from this side to then now being with Bloom and starting their ambassador program, like design team kind of thing, and like working on more of these sponsoring kind of things. It's been a cool way to learn about it, of having like been a participant first. So, it's fun.
Yeah, it's two sides of the coin, isn't it?
Yeah. It's good perspective, I think.
Yeah. Oh, you're a smart cookie. And you do all you're good. There's a lot underneath your skull.
Yes. It's big. I have a big head. It might not look like it on the camera, but in real life I have a big head.
Well, you could be one of us. The Guns all have big heads.
There you go.
Yeah, it's just part of their Stephen has a hard time finding hats. So, yeah. Well, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, crafters and craftettes, it's up to you now. Send in those cards so we can have a beautiful gallery. Join us next Wednesday. because I will be back on In Review for the last one of the year. And don't miss next Friday. Or maybe do miss next Friday. See you guys, members, in just a few minutes. Time to kiss those big heads. Yes, there you go. Yes, for big heads, you have to have more kisses. Thank you again, Caitlyn. Thank you, Chatterbox. Well done, Mr. Producer. We'll see you in a few minutes, members. Nighty-night.